Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this special video that I produced for soccer and football players, as it is called in other parts of the world. But right here in America, it is simply called soccer. My name is Bayonle Arashi. First, I am the founder of ScoutBallers TV, where you're watching right now, but maybe you're not watching this video on my channel. But what ScoutBallers TV stands for basically is a video sporting producing company where we produce sport video for athletes. We also produce video for individual players that are in search for scholarship opportunity across the world. It is not only applicable to players or athletes in America, it is applicable to athletes which we call players across the world. It is the same system, so you have to know these things, how it works. And trust me, I'm also the founder of a soccer academy in my home country Nigeria called Midas Football Academy. The academy has been in existence since 2008 and we've had some major success in the past, and also looking into the future, we believe the future is very bright for Midas Football Academy. So what this video is all about basically today is to let you guys know simple ways for you to get a scholarship or a football trial opportunity, or tryout as it is called in this part of the world. There are things to do, there are steps to take, there are procedures to be followed. It is not just enough for you to wake up one day, as I know a lot of players are in Africa, because I am also an African and I know how this thing works, and also the fact that daily in my email I get several emails, I get Facebook messages, I get so many information from players across Africa, especially asking that how do they become a football player. Midas, can you organize a football trial for me? Can you get a football trial for me? Yes, we can. Yes, it is possible. But there are things you yourself will have to take care of personally to make it easy for a manager, a scout, or an agent to be able to work for you. So I titled this 7 steps you need to take to get a football trial. Again, 7 steps towards getting a successful football trials or tryout. So let's get going. First and foremost, what I will tell you what you need to do as a soccer player, because basically this is for soccer players, but if you're also into other sports, you can also use this same system to get whatever you want regarding playing professionally or becoming a professional in your chosen sport. But today, majorly because I am more of a soccer person, this video is particularly directed at soccer players. So, but if you're into basketball, American football, or any other game for that matter, you can also use this same method to work for you. But today, out of the 7 steps, I'm only going to be giving you 3 alone to be able to work on, and we'll see how far that 3 is going to go. Probably next week I will conclude the 7 steps by bringing you the last 4 steps you need to take to get to that particular success level, which will be a thing of the pride for me personally, and for your parents, and for anybody that knows you have a talent. First, like I said earlier, is you need to get into a team. You need to get a team. What do I mean by a team? If you are a soccer player, probably between the age of 10, 11, 12, 13, or at oldest 15, there are some small football teams around your neighborhood, and there are some organized football academies also around your state or your environment. Don't say you are a Ghanaian, for example, and you're looking to go into an academy in Nigeria. Well, it is a possibility, but what about the stress? What about the amount of money that will be involved? So you could just start around your neighborhood with them. All these professional players that you all want to be like, the Kanu Wako of this world, the JJ Okocha of this world, the Samuel Eto'o-Fields, the DJ Drogba, the Yaya Toure, and of course, recently, Kelechi Iheanacho of Nigeria. All these guys started from a football team around their neighborhood. They did not just wake up one day and say, well, I want to become a professional footballer. You have to get into a team, and then your team will be participating in friendly matches, in tournaments, And if you're not satisfied, you could just check google.com and search football teams or football academies around my neighborhood or around my state, and you could join. If you're in Nigeria, you can go to any part of the state and go play your game there. So while you are with a team, scout definitely will come across you if you are talented. And don't forget, you being a part of a team doesn't mean that you have to be lazy. You have to work for it. You will work for it, because you must be talented at first. Because if you're not even talented, I would advise you not to even go there. Just try and educate yourself, take a career, and of course know that, be sure that you are really passionate about that career that you have chosen. For me personally, I have been a broadcaster all my life, and I know that I have this crazy passion for football, and that is what I am doing right now. And of course football along other sports. So you can imagine I'm doing football and I'm doing media. So that is my own passion. That is my own calling. You have to find your own calling. So the first step is for you to get into a team. Find a football team or football academy to join. Start training. Make sure you don't miss any of the training. If your team trains 3 or 4 times a week, make sure you give yourself extra 2 days of personal training. Get a personal soccer ball or personal equipment of your favorite sport and use them at home in your own private time. Constant training, development. You have to keep doing it for you to become the master and for you to become that particular person you intend to become in the future. So that is the first key. Get into a football team, a football academy, or probably a young football club. I know this is not actually a culture in Africa, except maybe in South Africa and Ghana, maybe. In Nigeria, we have a lot of football clubs, but a lot of them don't have young team that produce players for their senior squad. But we have a lot of soccer academies. Well, if you are in Nigeria or you are around Africa, do visit www.midasfootballacademy.com. That's my own academy. We are also growing, of course, with a very big dream of building a world-class football facility in Africa for players to develop and have this at the back of your mind that it is not free. That's the first one. The second one is, well, even though you don't like the word agent, but they are very key to your success. You need a football agent, and there are so many sources you could find them. The easiest one is going to www.fifa.com. You can go order the agent list and contact agents, and because these agents have network of scouts, network of clubs, network of coaches, a few of them are very connected. You may not believe it, but agents are in charge of the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, all the players that are your favorite across the world. They are being managed by a football agent. And what does this football agent do? Well, he helps you, or he or she helps you to promote your game, promote your talents, and of course, if you have some materials available with your game, he will help you to circulate them to his or her network. And of course, this will definitely provide more opportunities for you apart from the one your team that you are presently playing for will provide for you. So you definitely need a service of an agent, though a lot of them out there are nothing but fraudsters. I'm telling you this without missing any word, because I myself have been a victim. Not once, not twice, but severally with my football academy in Nigeria. But of course, when you fall down, a lot of times you have to start up again and move on. But after I provide for you the 7 steps, I'll provide a link for you where you can be able to download all the contacts of football coaches and agents in different parts of the world, and you could write them yourself. You could do this yourself, and of course some of them might reply you, some might not respond, because a lot of them are very busy. And of course, as this video is being made in May of 2016, we are going into the summer transfer window, which is the biggest transfer market across the world, and everybody will be busy trying to move their player to from one team to another, or looking for a new team for young ones that are coming up. Don't forget, I said the first one is you need to get into a squad, you need to get into a team or a football academy. Second one, you need an agent. You definitely need one. Most of in the modern days now, we have parents of our players saying they are their agents now, and their fee is not so much. 10% of probably your sign-on fee at the end of the time you must have gotten a club. The third one I'm going to give you today, which is going to be the final for this first part of this video, how to get a football tryout is football camps and trial openings. A lot of football clubs do post their trial opportunities on their website. For example, in Nigeria, I don't know how it works, but sometimes we do read it on papers, and across Africa, of course, we do read it on papers that if you want to be if you want to be a part of our football trial, it's open. Come in and do it. Yes, you have to be a part of it. But in a lot of other countries like Europe, in the United States, and across America, it is done really better and more professionally. You could also contact us on ScoutBallers TV. We could provide you with some of the ones that we have tested ourselves, that we know that provide these services genuinely. And of course, they could even go as far as giving you official visa invitation if you are not from their country. Probably if you're an African and you have a very good O-level certificate, that means you have finished your high school and you have a good football talent, you could apply to any of these football trials and camps. And of course, they will invite you. You could go to the embassy, secure a visa, and attend the camps. And I can bet it with you that a lot of them do have a lot of scouts and agents in attendance to be a part of that particular event. And a lot of players have been very successful through this means. But you can prove me wrong by just giving it a try and look around. You see a lot of them. Also the summer transfer window, where a lot of opening camps are available in your neighborhood, in your country, or if you want to try your luck overseas, you could try it out. Apart from the diplomatic issues that a lot of European countries are having with African players, because a lot of African players have also destroyed the market. They go for trials, maybe 5 days trial, at the end of it they don't want to come back home, so they are being denied visa a lot of time these days, even in America here. But you could try the United States of America, and if you have a sponsor, yes, this is a very good opportunity for you, because if you're able to succeed with this trial camp overseas, well, you can bet it that a lot of schools might probably give you a scholarship to attend their school. And if you are so talented, if you are like the next JJ Okocha, they will probably give you a scholarship where if the school fees is probably like $15,000, they could give you 50% off or even 70% off of the normal school fees. So you see how fantastic the idea is. So these are some of the basic things you have to put in if you really want to be considered to be a professional football player. So this is the first 3 steps in my 7 steps to take if you want to become a professional football player or get a trials or tryout. In the next video that I'm going to produce, I'll provide you the other 4 ways for you to get this opportunity, and maybe the background will be different that time. But do contact us on ScoutBallers TV if you are a soccer coach, if you are a soccer manager, if you are an athlete and you are in the Houston, Texas area. Do contact us to profile your game, to show your game. This video is, of course, useful for everybody. I'm not being particular about a particular region or a particular people, but these are the things you must consider. These are the things you have to do to make sure you become a professional. Don't just sit down and dream of becoming a football player. You have to put in the work. You have to make an effort to make sure that you do your own path. And of course, luck will definitely smile on you. My name is Bayonle Arashi, and I have been bringing to you 7 steps on how to get football trials or tryout.